Greetings. Welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. I am very excited about this newest stream today here with this handsome lad. Who is this, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. He is. Maybe I'll go take you on a little journey. When the Triumph announced that they were creating some new character classes, Paladin and Warlock. And we got our first kind of look at Warlock, and I saw that one branch off to the side was sort of morale. I was like, maybe I can finally put together a competent morale fear build. And I was like, okay, I like that. I think I can work with that. But who is this character that is going to invoke fear in everyone? And at the time, I was listening to the audiobook of Ready Player One, which I really enjoy. It has Will Wheaton narrating it. It's a lot of fun. And if you haven't read it, or spoilers, they go to a D&D encounter called the Tomb of Horrors. It's like one of the earliest modules for Dungeons and Dragons from back in like the early 80s or maybe the late 70s or something. I've never played it, but it's sort of like epic and legendary. And at the end of the Tomb of Horrors, there is a lich. I believe it's actually a demi-lich, for whatever that matters, named e.0. And I was like, okay. You have a setting, a tomb of horrors, fear build. You have a character, e.0, and I was like, that's what we're doing. We're gonna play the Tomb of Horrors in Age of Wonders 4. And this is our dude. He's a demi-lich, and he's using the new. Let's just jump in and look. Let's just look. We'll take a little peeky peek at this handsome man I've put together. Here he is. He is a Wizard King. He's a Warlock. I'm gonna play them as Architect. I think Dark would probably be a little more accurate, I guess. But I still want to play. I wanted to play with Dark Architect in terms of like not order. So we're gonna try it as Shadow. I think it kind of makes sense. He was a king, canonically, and he's like building this underground, undead society. This sort of Architect made sense. We're gonna play with Subterranean Society, so we're gonna be underground. We're gonna do the Vision of Ruin Shadow Affinity, because I haven't really got to play with these very much. He's a fearmonger, obviously. An isolationist. So I have ascended him because I really wanted to try this new ascension trait and get this little unholy champion. And in my mind, this is like e.0's manservant, his undead manservant, running dumb little errands for him, and laying out his clothes in the morning. So that's him. He's also a very competent warrior. We're going to take Tome of Necromancy. They're ancient. They have underground adaptation, of course. Arcane focus. I'm going to try to do kind of like magic heavy zappity zaps. Defensive. I guess that kind of made sense. But they're also vulnerable to physical because they're like weak skeletons and zombies and stuff. Yeah, I suppose. Anything else cool you want to look at in there? I suppose. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm running a few mods. Kind of my new, like, typical streaming mods. Let me zip over to those and let me show them to... Maybe I can just do it this way. Here. Starting racial transformations. We're not actually using that. At least my army isn't, my faction isn't. And then just Age of Colors, Age of Fashion, blah, blah, blah. The huge. Okay. And now let's look at new game.
Choose your destination.
I have created a custom realm aptly named the Tomb of Horrors. It is down here somewhere. Okay, great. It's... Ooh, I like that background visual. I forgot I chose that. It's land. Highlands, so lots of mountains. I think in the D&D module, it said that the Tomb of Horrors was buried or located under a hill with some black stones that look like a skull. So that's kind of why I chose Highlands. Plus, I just like Highlands. I like the look of the land of the mountains. Wonders Pass, I like the wonders. Crystal Dwellings, No Free Cities, Mega Cities. So my thinking with this is the way that the gameplay is going to work out, it's going to be me and a handful of other randomly chosen factions I've created. Only human-based, no giants, no dragons, no eldritch. And we each get a city. And hopefully they will come down into my tomb and I will murder them. A la this difficult Tomb of Horrors. Regenerating infestations, this is just because I'm not going to be wandering around a whole lot, so I need some way to give my guy, like, get him levels and such. I like the legends. Disdain for evil. We're going to play evil. And death casting, that seemed appropriate for a lich. Alright. I think that's pretty much all the setup I need to do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm sure I'll get about 5 minutes into a game and be like, well, starting over. I hope not. Oh, I know what I can talk about. Well, I'll talk about these in the main video. This is sort of my video 0, where I go over the setup and stuff. Because I'm going to have a little intro that I'm going to piece together that will hopefully, kind of make the story come a bit more alive. So this is what we're going to do. Stay tuned for episode 1 of e.0 in the Tomb of Horrors. I hope you enjoy it. I've been really looking forward to doing this one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's get it rocking and rolling.
Starts here.
I'm going to cue it up. Set my coffee down so I don't do too many things. And we'll get this thing a spinning. Stay tuned, won't you?